Welcome back students once again to the accounting session. So today we will see how to pass the journal entries. So in the previous sessions you have learned how to decide what to debit and what to credit. In today's session we will see how to pass the journal entries. For that we will take some of the transactions and depending upon that transaction we will show the journal entries. So let us take a few transactions. 1/4/2015. Commence the business with rupees 6 lakh. So here the format will be as follows. Date, particulars, LF, debit and credit. Date, particulars, LF, debit, credit. Journal. GURNAL. Journal. So here what we are supposed to do is we are supposed to pass the journal entries. So in this case what happens? Commence business with rupees 6 lakh. So 6 lakh comes in, cash comes in and capital will be credited because capital we are considered as personal account of the proprietor and we give the money to the business. So here 1/4/2015 cash account is debited. Cash account is debited by how much? 6 lakh. To capital account. Capital account. So this is the format in which we will write the journal entries after deciding the debit and credit. So always we will write first debit. So here cash account is debited. So I have written cash account. I have given a line here. Then I wrote DR, which means debit. In the debit column 6 lakh. So we will leave a little bit of space and then start to capital account on the credit side. We will write about 6 lakh. So this is the format of journal. You are supposed to write it in the journal. So till yesterday you have learned how to debit and how to credit depending upon the rules. So hereafter you need not do all those things. Directly what you are supposed to do, after seeing the transaction, you are supposed to write it in the journal chronologically. So chronologically means 1, 2, 3, 4. You will write date wise. So here now the first journal entry is cash account debit to capital account. So you will write a short description of the transaction. Being business started. Being business started. So this is how you are supposed to pass the journal entries. So till yesterday whatever I have taught you, it was just to prepare what? Journal. So you are supposed to write directly in the journal what to be debited and what to credit. You will apply all the rules of personal account, real account and nominal account in your mind, and then finally what you will do? You will journalize that. So journalizing means what? Writing it in the daybook or journal. So directly what you will do? What is debit? You will write first. You will little bit of space here and then write DR. Write in the debit column and credit to capital. Whatever is credit, you will write to. You will leave little bit of space here. Then you will write to capital account. You will write it in the credit column. So at last, what you will do? You will write a short description of the transaction, which is called as narration. So you will write being business started. This is how you are supposed to do the journal entries. So let us see the next transaction. Next transaction is, let us consider 4/4/2015. Purchased furniture of rupees 10,000 or 20,000. Purchased furniture of rupees 20,000. So this is the second transaction, and once again, what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to decide in our minds what to debit and what to credit, applying the rules of personal account, real account, and nominal account, and then we are supposed to pass the journal entries. So now in this transaction, you make it in the mind. Furniture account is real account, cash account is a real account. Furniture comes in, cash goes out. So furniture account is debited, cash account is credited. So we will put it in the journal. So ultimately, why you are deciding the debit and credit? Just because you want to write that in journal. So here, what happens? Furniture account will be debited. Furniture account debit. How much? 20,000 to cash account. Being furniture purchase. Being furniture purchase. You need not write amount and all. Just you write short description of that. Being furniture purchase. Next, we will take one more transaction. That is on 9/4/2015. Purchased goods of rupees 2 lakh. Purchased goods of rupees 2 lakh. So here, once again we will apply the rules. Here goods are purchased and another is cash. If you purchase, goods will come in, so goods will be debited or purchase account will be debited, and cash goes out, so cash account will be credited. So let us put it in the journal in the format as specified as the per the accounting standards. So 9/4/2015. Purchase account debit. ₹2 lakh to cash account. Being goods purchased. So that you are all understanding how to put that in the journal. If you go and ask in the stall, if you want one day book or journal book, the pages will be like this only. The format will be like this: date, particulars, LF, debit, credit. Now you need not worry about the LF. LF means ledger folio. You will come to know this in the next chapter when you will learn the chapter ledger, posting to the ledger. Now you cannot understand this concept. You will see later in my next sessions what is meant by LF, ledger folio. So now you just focus on journal entries, how to pass the journal entries, and what is the format of journal entry, and what are the specifications that are required to complete the journal entries. See the format properly. Always write the debit to first and then credit, and always it should be in the format as I have written. So here cash account, then leave little bit of space and write the credit one, and write here put line and write debit, and then in the debit column write the debit, and in the credit column write the credit. This is the format. You you cannot vary this format. This format is pervasive, it is applicable throughout the world, and so you are supposed to follow this format only. You cannot prepare your own format. So follow this format and write the journal entries properly, apply the rules properly, decide debit and credit first, and then you start journalizing the transactions. Now let us see one more transaction. Sold goods of rupees 40,000. Sold goods of rupees 40,000. If you apply the rules in this transaction, goods and cash both are real account. Goods goes out, cash comes in. So here cash account will be debited and goods on sales account will be credited. So let us park the journal entry here. 15/4/2015 cash account debit to sales account. To sales account. How much? 40,000. So now you will write a short description of the transaction, that is called as narration. B, goods sold. Okay, so hope so that you are understanding this one. Now let us see some more transactions and try to mark the journal entries. Purchased goods from rupees 20,000 from Shyam. From Ram. So this is the transaction now. Here two accounts are affected. One is Ram and one is goods. Cash will not be affected here because this is a credit transaction and not cash transaction. So here two accounts are affected. One is goods account and another is what? Ram account. So Ram is a personal account. He is a giver. So his account should be credited. And goods are coming in because we are purchasing the goods from Ram. Goods comes in. It is a real account. So here purchase account will be debited. So 24/2015 purchase account debit. How much? 30,000 to Ram account. To Ram account. So this is a credit transaction. Here there is no immediate transfer of cash. The transfer of cash will be made in the future date. So here, since there is no involvement of cash, what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to consider Ram because we are supposed to pay 30,000 to Ram. We are owing 30,000 to Ram. So you are writing here on the credit side to Ram. So you will write one short description of the transaction. B, goods purchased from Ram. Let us take one more transaction. 24/4/2015 paid to Ram rupees 20,000. So paid to Ram rupees 20,000. Here two accounts are required. One is Ram, another is what? Cash. So here Ram is receiver and cash goes out. So this is real account and this is personal account. So here Ram account will be debited because he is receiver. So Ram account debit 20,000 to cash account. Write short description of this. Being paid to Ram. So let us see one more transaction. Paid rent rupees 3,000. Paid rent rupees 3,000. So here rent is an expense. So it comes under what? Nominal account. The rule is debit the expenses and losses, credit the incomes and gains. So here, since rent is an expense, so rent account should be debited. To cash. So cash goes out. If you pay the rent, it is real account. The rule is debit part comes in, credit part goes out. Rent paid. So this is how you are supposed to pass the journal entries, and if you are having some of the transactions, you can do it at your homes for further transaction. So whatever we have discussed transactions previously, try to pass the journal entries for those transactions and practice at home.